Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today we are going to make honey sesame chicken using Panda Express's honey sesame sauce. So we're gonna use the sauce. We've got some toasted sesame seeds, sesame oil, got about a quarter teaspoon of salt and about a quarter teaspoon of black pepper, one yellow bell pepper, and this will end up being about a little over a cup of green beans once I get it all cut up. And here I've got half a cup of potato starch, half a cup of all-purpose flour, and about half a cup of corn starch. And so what I'll do is we'll throw in the salt and the black pepper. We'll mix that up later, and then we're gonna make a wet bath with some eggs, dip the chicken in it, and then put it into this powder, and then deep fry it. All right, let's do this. Okay, so what I always like to do when I'm cooking is do the vegetables first. That way I don't contaminate the cutting board with raw meats. In this case, it's chicken. So let's do the bell pepper, and then we'll just put that in there. We're gonna stir fry all this together later. I just cut these into like maybe 1.5 inch sections. Okay, so we'll use about 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds of chicken. I've got chicken tenderloins here, so I will use this. This is almost 3 pounds, so I'll get maybe about half of this. We use about half of this for this meal. Maybe one more. I'll put that off to the side. And you'll want to cut these up into not too small, not too big. Let's cut these up into, all right. So if you're a fan of Panda Express, which we are, you may end up liking this recipe. All right, so I'm just gonna mix up this salt, pepper, and the flour, cornstarch, and potato starch mixture. Get this ready. So, all right, I think that's good enough. Now, in this bowl, let's put in 2 eggs. Do 2 eggs with the wet batter. We'll put the pieces of chicken in here before putting it into the flour and salt mixture. Got that. I'm gonna add just a little bit more salt. Put in a little bit more black pepper. Maybe just about a quarter of a teaspoon's worth. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's good. Let's mix up the batter. Okay. Let's put the chicken in. Make sure that all the pieces of chicken are nicely coated with the egg. All right. So now what we'll do next is we'll move this into here. Get that all nice and coated. Okay. And I don't know if you've ever tried using potato starch and cornstarch with the all-purpose flour, but it really gives it that extra crunch once it's deep fried. You can also try using some recipes I know call for rice flour. That really makes it crispy. If you've ever tried the Korean fried chicken, the double fried, it comes out super crispy. So if you like really crispy chicken, then try a recipe that calls for rice flour. All right, so let's get this all coated. Okay, looks like that was a good amount of flour. So once again, that was half a cup of all-purpose, half a cup of cornstarch, and half of cup of potato starch in this batter mixture. So I'm just gonna coat this a little bit more, then get the oil going, and then we'll deep fry it. All right, don't go away. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna stir fry the green beans and the yellow bell pepper that we chopped up. I'm gonna add about maybe 2 tablespoons of oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, whatever you have. Let's get that up to temperature. Once we get this stir fried up, we'll set it off to the side. I'll bring this pot over, put some more vegetable oil in, bring it up to temperature, then we'll deep fry the chicken. And then once the chicken is all done, we'll add everything back into the wok and then pour the sauce in. Yeah, I mean, I like cooking with the sauces because for me at least, to actually make the sauce requires a whole bunch of other sauces. So I just find it a lot easier to just purchase the sauce if it's available, and then use the sauce, and then spend the rest of your cooking prepping the vegetables or the meat. And that just cuts down the time. It cuts down on the ingredients that you think you have at home, so you don't have to run out and buy sweet soy sauce or oyster sauce or any other sauce that you might be missing or low on. I just buy the sauce. If you like any other types of, if you see any other sauces at Walmart or any other grocery store, let me know what it is. Drop a comment. And if they have it nearby, I'll pick it up and I'll fry it up. If you like this type of content, don't forget to drop a comment, subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications so you'll know when the next video pops up. I'll be creating these. I'll try to do them once a week. Sometimes it's once every 2 weeks, just depending on my schedule. All right. Ooh, that's hot. All right. So I've got the wok on high right now. So this is the wok that I got off of Amazon. I think it was like 35 bucks. It's a carbon steel wok, which I really like. Over time, it becomes more and more non-stick. When you get the wok, it comes pre-seasoned, so it is non-stick. But as you use it more and more, as long as you take care of it properly, it becomes even more non-stick. So we'll stir fry the vegetables here for maybe 2-3 minutes. We don't have to cook them thoroughly because we're going to add everything back into the wok and heat it up again, so it'll finish off later. Drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite dish is at Panda Express. Do you have a Panda Express where you live? If so, what do you like to order at Panda Express? I like Kung Pao chicken. If you haven't seen my other video, we did the Kung Pao chicken using the Panda Express sauce. So check that video out if you haven't already. And I also posted a video on a very easy, super easy Korean gochujang chicken. It literally takes like 3 or 4 ingredients, depending on if you want to add the onions into it, in the green onions. But basically, it's just the sauce and the chicken, and it is really good, really easy to make. It's probably the simplest chicken dish that you can make. Check that out if you haven't already. Let me know what you think. All right, maybe just another minute. So once again, I bought this sauce at Walmart. I know it was under $5. It might have been like $4.78, maybe $4.99. And there were some other Panda Express sauces that I saw. I didn't get a chance to pick those up, but next time I'll go there and pick up the other sauces. And I'll post another video and let you know what it tastes like. When you cut the chicken up, try to cut it up into as evenly diced pieces as you can, because we are going to be deep frying it. So that'll help in at least evenly cooking the chicken. Whereas if you have some small pieces and large pieces, the large pieces may not be cooked all the way when the small pieces are. So just make an effort to do that, and that'll help. All right, I think that's done. I'm gonna turn the heat off, set this off to the side, and then we'll get the oil going for deep frying the chicken. All right, don't go away. So what I've done here is I've just grabbed the plate and I added some paper towels here. That way I can put the deep fried chicken here to absorb some of the oil. All right, so let me see if the oil's ready. What I like to do is put a little wooden chopstick here. And if it starts bubbling, which it is, that means the oil is hot enough. All right, so let's carefully put the chicken in. I'll do half the batch and then the other batch later. So we'll cook it for about 2 or 3 minutes until they're golden brown. Turn the heat down just a tad bit. And I like using, if you don't have one of these, you can get these at the Asian grocery store. They're great for picking up deep fried meats out of oil. Break these pieces so they seem to be sticking a little bit. Break them apart. Ooh, that is crispy. I could just tell just by feeling it with the tongs. Super crispy. Okay, they're getting a little brown now. So maybe another minute might be it. Ooh, these are gonna be crispy. It's gonna be good with that sauce on. Who knows, might be better than the actual Panda Express's honey sesame chicken. All right, some golden brown here. I think they're not sticking. I think I got most of them kind of broke apart, so let's wait for it to get a little bit more golden brown. And then I'll take them out slowly and let the oil drain back into the pot before I place it onto the plate with the paper towels. Ooh, look at that. All right, I'll start slowly taking them out. Look at that, you see that? I mean, this thing just did a perfect job in getting all those out. Okay, let's put the rest of the chicken in. This is a really simple recipe. The bell pepper took less than, what, 2 minutes to cut up. The green beans, I would say the green beans are probably actually surprisingly the most work. It's just getting the little ends off of the green beans. Here, let me grab one. So what you want to do with the green beans is after you wash them, what I usually do is just with my fingernails, cut this, break that piece off right there, the stem. And then depending on how this end looks, you know, break that off as well. And then like you saw, I just cut these probably like into like 3 or 4 pieces. That was it. I mean, the green beans probably took the most work. All right, it's looking good. Looking good, sounding good, smelling good. Something about fried foods. I don't know what it is, but it's just anything fried tastes good, right? All right, let's let that go. Maybe just a little bit longer. So maybe like in a week, head back to Walmart, see what other sauces they have there, Panda Express, and try it out. See what it's like. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, yep, that's it. And turn the heat off. Let's go and get these out. Now look at that. Okay, all right, I think that's all of it. Yep, I got all of it. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna let that sit just for a few minutes, let the oil drain out, and then we'll put everything back together in the wok. Add the sauce, see what it's like. Don't go away. All right, so what we'll do now is we'll add maybe about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of sesame seed oil. Sesame seed oil is very fragrant, very strong, so you don't need much of it. That should be enough right there. And then what we'll do is we'll add the vegetables back in. Stir that up a little bit. Let's throw the chicken in. Mix it up a little first, and before we add the sauce. And lower the heat a little. All right, shake the sauce up. All right, I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'll put probably half the bottle. Let's put half the bottle in. Yeah, that's about half the bottle. And before we add more, let's just see. Oh yeah, oh, I wish you could smell this. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to add just a little bit more sauce. Now, if you like your food really saucy, you can add more. If you don't like it really saucy, this might be enough, half a bottle. But I'm going to add just a little bit more sauce to it, not too much more. So I would say I used a little over half the bottle, not necessarily 2/3. All right, just stir it up nice and well, get that sauce over all the chicken. I'm gonna turn the heat off. Okay, now we'll put some of the toasted sesame seeds, sprinkle it on. And you can do this when you serve it, but we'll do it here. There's no magic amount to put. To me, that looks good. All right. And there you have it, Panda Express honey sesame chicken. So there you have it, folks. Panda Express honey sesame chicken. Let me know what you think. Give it a shot, run out, get a bottle, try it out, let me know. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Look for some other bottles at Walmart, let me know. And we'll give it a shot. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya.